is that they were able to. I'm trying to phrase this very carefully. They planned an attack on the Montreal metro system, subway system, using smoke bombs that shut the entire underground transportation system right down, causing a total gridlock of traffic above.
Yeah.
Now, to me, this is ridiculous. And then for people to see what's, people think that, this would never happen in Canada. This would never happen in the United States. This happens in China. This happens in Britain. But you know what? It happens right on our very own doorsteps.
Well, my concern is that under times of stress, people use it as an excuse to do bad things. And there are people out there capable of hurting themselves and hurting you. And there was a 1997 event, the Hale-Bopp Comet.
Yes, I remember that very well with Heaven's Gate.
Yes, it was a UFO cult, and they believe by killing themselves they're going to beam up to a UFO and fly away. And 30 of them committed suicide.
Yep.
And there is a wacko factor out there. People do some terrible things, and I plan on December 21st. I intend to stay home with my groceries and wait till December 22nd. And
exactly.
I just wish other people would think in terms of that maybe there will be a December 22nd, maybe there will be a future, and not do anything they will regret.
You know, when talking about Hale-Bopp and Heaven's Gate, I believe that the blame for what happened to the Heaven's Gate crew should actually be put on a member of the media who went out of his way to promote the fact that behind Hale-Bopp there was a UFO without any evidence whatsoever. You know, it was a great story, so let's do it. I think the media today has got to take more responsibility for its actions.
Yeah. Sometimes when you overdo something, you can blow things out of proportion. And, sometimes it happens, yes.
Now, why did you start talking about UFOs on your blog, Randy?
I noticed that people were interested in it. I would get more views when I did that, and I did some research and found it as a very popular subject on YouTube. So I decided to do a report where I just actually told people where they could find videos of UFO videos on YouTube. And then I decided to start doing predictions, and I did some research on it, and I found out that during holidays there was a tendency for more UFOs to be seen or to be posted on YouTube.
Any idea why?
I think it's because people have more free time, more time to be outside and see the world around them. I think UFOs are prevalent. That phenomenon happens a lot, and during those holidays, people have more time to see it.
So, Randy, what do you think UFOs actually are?
I have no idea exactly what they are. Sometimes I think some of them are actually some kind of a life form we haven't discovered yet. I mean, we're always finding new animals, new species. And I believe some of it could be actually a life form. From looking at the videos I see on YouTube, some of them are actually, they're fake. People are taking advantage of people. Some of them are percentage. I'm afraid maybe our own government's spying on us. The technology is there. Police departments are starting to use drones to watch criminal activity. And the technology, our government has the technology to spy on us using drones. And some of the UFOs I've seen on YouTube have their appearance in the movement of drones.
Why do you think the government is reverting to the use of drones to spy on their own citizens?
I think the rationale is that they're protecting us. But, it's just a possibility. It's just a possibility that it is going on. Of the group.
So, what are some of your latest predictions?
Well, I predicted in Brazil during the 47 days of holiday before Easter that there would be UFOs seen in Brazil, and there were 3 that I noted. One was called Spaceball Crashes, and that was also on YouTube. And there was a V-shaped type UFO was seen as well. All you have to do to find it on YouTube is search UFO Brazil April or March 2012, and you'll find them.
Why do you think the UFOs are so interested in Brazil?
I have no idea. I have no idea.
It makes no sense to me.
No, but but again, I think it's a phenomenon that happens a lot. And I think during certain holidays, people have more time to see it.
Do you think there's a connection, Randy, between the UFO phenomenon and various religious philosophies?
No, I don't. I really don't. I think the fact that a lot of the holidays are religious is just the fact that that's when people have holidays because they're traditional. And while they're celebrating those holidays, they have time to see what's going on in the sky. And that creates a situation where people can see more of what's going on. And that's my belief.
So they become skywatchers like the ancients?
Yes.
Exonation, Randy Hoyle is my special guest of this hour. Randy's website is www.jaxtr.com/Charlie Gorilla. That's www.jaxtr.com/Charlie Gorilla. What are your outlook on other aspects of the paranormal, Randy? For example, Bigfoot. What's your take on Bigfoot?
I have no idea. I've seen some of the videos, and again, there's species of animals that we're discovering every day. Scientists are discovering, and it wouldn't surprise me if there was something like that.
Also on YouTube and other video sites, including Vimeo, are a lot of videos about ghosts and hauntings. And do you believe in ghosts? Are they real? And how many of the videos that you've seen on YouTube are, in your opinion, real compared to false? Give me a percentage.
Maybe 50%.
So we're looking at a 50-50, right?
I think it's 50-50. I've seen some. I believe that ghosts are basically probably energy, that there's certain energy fields out there, and that's what people are seeing.
Hey, Randy, I hate to do this, buddy. You and I have to take our commercial break with the news at the bottom of the hour. Great having you. Thank you very much for sharing your time with us today here on the X-Zone, Randy. We'll be back after this commercial break with my guest this hour, Randy Hoyle. Here's his website, www.jaxtr.com/Charlie Gorilla. That's jaxtr.com/Charlie Gorilla. Randy Hoyle and I return on the other side of this commercial break with the news. So whatever you do, don't go away. We'll be back. Are you considering calling a psychic to read your situation? Then consider David Champion, a psychic medium for more than 20 years with thousands of readings under his belt. David Champion will make you feel comfortable. He has proven to be honest and accurate. He's a straight shooter. There's no guesswork. What he sees is what you get. While he is a medium, most of the calls focus on relationships. Not only love, but work, school, neighbors, and more. Need help with finding a job and preparing for the interview? Are you dealing with people who are obstacles in your path? For more information, go to davidchampion.com, $1.50 per minute paid by credit card with a minimum of 30 minutes. For your reading with David Champion, call 1-877-702-8598. That's 1-877-702-8598. Now you can dial in to listen to the X-Zone radio show from anywhere in the world with Rob McConnell 24/7, 365 by dialing 213-401-0080. That's 213-401-0080. If you have a mobile phone or landline, the X-Zone radio show with Rob McConnell is now at your beck and call at 213-401-0080. That's 213-401-0080, 24/7. 365. You're listening to the X Zone Radio Show, live and around the world on the Talkstar Radio Network, X Zone Broadcast Network, UK High Definition Radio,
Euro High Definition Radio,
and Star Cable. Our toll-free telephone number worldwide is 1-800-610-7035.
Our email address, xzone@xzoneradiotv.com.
On MSN Messenger, xzoneradiotv@hotmail.com.
And our website,
www.xzoneradiotv.com.
I believe it's meant to be, darling. I watch
When I see her coming down the street, I get so shaky and I feel so weak. I tell my eyes, look the other way, but they don't seem to hear a word I say, and I go to pieces and I wanna hide. Go to pieces and I almost die every time my baby passes by. I tell my arms they'll hold someone new.
1-800-610-7035, worldwide toll-free. This is the X-Zone. My name is Rob McConnell, and my guest this hour is Randy Hoyle. Randy's website is www.jaxtr.com/Charlie Gorilla. What are some of the other topics that you touch on your very popular blog site?
Well, basically, I just tell news of the future. I want to project a future, a great future, to contradict the doomsayers. And I talk about thorium reactors to replace radium or plutonium reactors as being safer in the future. I talk about green technology, how it started in the 21st century and how it's very popular in the 31st century, and how it led to terraforming on other planets. And I talk about 6-mile-high towers, so high on the Earth that when you take an elevator to the top, you can see the curvature of the Earth.
Wow.
I talk about space elevators as envisioned by Arthur C. Clarke existing in the 31st century. I talk about cars that hover and houses that float in the air because the graviton particle, as predicted in string theory, has been discovered, and they've learned how to manipulate it. That's the sort of thing I talk about.
What is is there one topic that your readers really get into?
No, not particularly. It just seems that they like to talk about the future a great deal. They like the fact that I promote the future, and that seems to be what they like to talk about.
How do they see the future? Do they see the future through your eyes? Do they write back and say this is how I see?
A lot of them do. A lot of them agree with my point of view, but some of them are very negative. Again, like I said, I've had some people comment that they'll be glad when this planet is gone, and I try to ignore that. I have to ignore it because negativity just tears me apart when I'm trying to do something positive. So I just try to concentrate on seeing a great future, projecting science and technology into the future, and believing that you can have a future if you're willing to work for your dream and fight for your future.
In your future, describe the government to me, as you see it.
The government is a mixed economy. Capitalism, businesses and industries are very welcome. They're given the freedom to produce. But the idea that a business would ever pollute is something that just doesn't happen. Children have been taught that through technology and science, they can create industry and manufacturing that doesn't pollute, and that's what they've created. And it's pretty much a free government, but it is mixed. There is some help for education.
Do you think we're at the point of no return when it comes to the environment of this planet?